On my right, you can see a 26-inch suitcase made by Level8. And to my left, inside this box, I assume there will be a smaller suitcase, a carry-on size suitcase, which I believe is the Roadrunner suitcase made by Level8. If it isn't, if I open it up and there's a big empty box that says surprise, then I've been trolled, and then this video is an epic fail. Quick disclaimer, this suitcase was sent to me for free. There's a similar arrangement to what I had with the 26-inch. About a year and a half ago, Level8 reached out to me, offered to send me a suitcase in exchange for a video talking about it. And of course, I would not be making another one if this was not a quality product I could stand behind. This bag is the only thing that traveled with me for 6 or 7 weeks through Europe this past summer. This can be proven by the fact that, of course, there are some marks. You know, I would not say this is an indicator of this being a bad suitcase. I would say this is an indicator of how people in airlines just don't really respect your bags, and they tend to throw them. You know how it is. That, in fact, is one of the reasons I prefer to have my own carry-on bag, so I can be the one carrying it and not allowing random underpaid employees to throw around my bag. But, you know, bumps and bruises aside, the structural integrity of this bag is just fine. It's got the passcode still working. It's got the wheels, which, you know, glide very smoothly along the airport terminals and stuff like that. And, of course, it has, if you saw my old video, you will know this. It has a very nice feature, which is the massive handle, which is just very good for stability, and it just gives it kind of a unique characteristic, which is nice to have on a bag these days, since so many bags look quite similar. So I have no complaints whatsoever with the Level8 suitcase, but I am excited today to try out the carry-on bag. So inside that box is a white carrying bag, just as I remember my larger suitcase being in when I first received it. Nice to know Level8 is still having some nice packaging to keep everything safe. And first impressions of this one is a very sleek, classy black look. First difference I'm noticing is the passcode is on the top, not on the side. The original code is 000, and then, yeah, super easy to set up a code. Make sure you do that, though, because I imagine if there is a thief, 000 is the first thing that they will try. But here you go. Once again, we got those quality wheels. We have the TSA lock. We have dual handles, 5-year warranty. Gotta love it. Now, another visual difference is this one does not have the full width handle, but that is a nice feeling. Well, I like that sound. But let's open this bad boy up and get a real first impression. Now, of course, when you have a black suitcase, you have to be aware that when you're picking up your bag, for example, or like when you're trying to tell your bag from someone else's, about 90% of them will be black. So it's something where it's a bit harder to distinguish it. For example, this big blue bad boy with the yellow accent is a bit more noticeable when it comes off the airplane. But since this is carry-on compatible, in theory, you can keep this with you and you'll never have that issue. I notice we still have the nice yellow accent on the wheels. Quality, double wheels. Yeah. These ones they did not cheap out on the wheels, I can tell you that. And yeah, I think that little yellow touch is kind of classy. Maintains the stealth black look, but gives you something that from a distance you can easily recognize your bag. Another handle on the side. Let's see, did they lock this? Okay. Oh, there's actually 2 sets of... So wait, is this going to be just a little outer compartment, or is this... This is kind of interesting. Oh, look at that. Okay, that is cool. Check this out. This looks like it could actually hold a laptop, or, I mean, obviously a laptop, a tablet, or like any other device. And you still have this hard shell. I mean, I've definitely had backpacks with that feature before, but to have that in a suitcase is kind of cool. In fact, if I'm being honest, usually when I have a suitcase and a backpack, the main thing I'm carrying in my backpack is just like a laptop, a hoodie, like a couple of things, which I could easily now carry in here. This compartment, in my mind, seems to kind of replace the backpack. Which means, of course, that the main compartment, I presume, must be even smaller. Let's see how much space we actually have here. Again, this is a first impression. I don't know if it will be small. I mean, it must be smaller because there is a bit of space that's gone to the top. So we still have 2 sides here. So we have... Now this side is the side which is now smaller because we have the backpack side. But it's interesting how they've done it, because if there is not so much on that other side, for example, if you only have a laptop, you can essentially push this down to the height of the laptop. Whereas if there's some stuff on the other side, then this area will get thinner. But it's almost like you have this option to use or not use. And I think that's a clever bit of design. I guess these are some stickers. I guess I could put a little message on the outside. Cool. Now the main side here, we got the nice strap for clothing to hold everything in place. I personally don't use these very often. Is that removable? No, I guess not. Maybe I will use that someday, but I've never found a use for straps like that. But once again, this is what it looks like. We'll have to take this on some trips, see how it fits my workflow, my packing style. And I think that this Roadrunner suitcase, yeah, I think this is a very kind of professional setup. Probably, I'm just thinking about this in real time. Probably if I were to do another 2-week trip, I would take this, and also I'd have a little backpack on my bag. Smaller than that, I mean just a little backpack for my laptop and camera and stuff, just so I could fully maximize the space here and fill this with clothing. Because when you're carry-on only, like, you want as many clothes as possible. A first look at those very smooth wheels. I can't overstate how much I like the wheels on these these Level8. You just feel like you're gliding on ice. But on the other hand, if I had a shorter trip and I didn't have to pack this full of clothing, I could easily have clothes for 3 or 4 days here. You know, a bathing suit, a hoodie, no problem. And then you know, just stick my laptop there. I got to give it to Level8. You know, sometimes you think you've seen every idea in the suitcase space because it's a space that seems pretty mature. It's like, how many more times can we reinvent a suitcase? But with this idea, they may really be onto something. Time will tell. And if people are interested, I'll leave a comment or do some follow-up video, perhaps talking about my longer impressions of this. But first impressions, this bag is quite stylish, and it will definitely be joining me on my next trips. So thank you for watching. Level 8 has hooked up a 10% discount for viewers of this channel. There's a link down below where you can try that out and you can learn more about this product and everything else. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you next time. Peace.